One of the first things that people learn in Alexander technique is how to pause. And ask a New Yorker to pause, even if it's for a millisecond, to pause and not get caught up in the freneticism around them, because you can't change anybody else but yourself. I'm Rebecca Poole. I'm in New York City, and I'm an Alexander technique teacher. Alexander technique is a way of looking at patterns of habitual tension and how they affect someone in activity. It also gives me and the people I work with improved awareness and improved control over our physical movements that are usually occurring at an unconscious level. My experience as a dancer led to a belief that was very mistaken that I knew my body. I thought that because I was very fit, because I was very strong, that I was invincible and that I knew my body, until I woke up with pain. And that back pain kept recurring, and I tried lots of different modalities, and none of them could solve my problem. In the short term, yes. In the long term, no. Alexander was offered as a part of my voice training, and what I started to notice was that my back pain episodes as I was getting Alexander were farther and farther apart and less intense over time, and that made me curious. I came to it first out of back pain, but I stayed with it because I wanted to know myself. I wanted self-mastery. People come to me because they want change. Typically that change falls into two categories. They want change because they're in pain, or they want change because they have a skill they want to develop. For people in the performing arts, they might want to sing better or play their cello better. The people who are drawn to it are seekers. They tend to be self-motivated. They tend to be willing to risk not knowing. They tend to be people who are curious about their world and how they work. If we were to think about a Venn diagram that included pain management, included prevention, included mindfulness, included physiology, included use and functioning of the human being. There's the place where everything intersects. That's the Alexander technique. One of the principles of the Alexander technique is that there's no separation between mind and body, that we're a unified whole. We're not a collection of disparate parts. So when people come to me, they often will close their eyes. I ask them not to, and they say, I need to feel, I need to relax. And I say, I don't want you to feel, I don't want you to relax. I want you to become aware, and your vision is an important part of your awareness. I want you to be able to notice your body, notice what you're hearing, seeing, smelling, tasting, all at once. And that's what I'm asking people to start to become aware of, so they're able to change that for themselves and get improvement. F.M. Alexander was an actor, and he lost his voice as a young man performing. And so he set up a series of mirrors so he could start to observe himself when he was rehearsing. And he noticed that when he just got the idea to speak, he had this whole pattern of tension that was habitual, that he had associated with speaking, that he had no idea was there because he'd never looked at himself. And it took off from there. Alexander technique is now 125 years old. My goal for the student is for them to take what I've given them and put it into their daily life. Alexander had a school for children that came to the United States in the 40s. And at an international conference for Alexander teachers, this surviving member of this school, the question was posed to him, what did you learn from Mr. Alexander? And he said, Mr. Alexander taught me to be downright, upright, forthright, and able to move easily in any direction in life. And that's what I want for the people who come to me.